This time on Distant Shores, we go for a sail with our SAILMAKER for some professional hints on setting up our new sails.
We're Sheryl and Paul Sheryl, hosts of the Distant Shores Sailing Adventure TV series. We've been cruising and living aboard for 34 years, documenting the sailing lifestyle. Join us for the commissioning of our new boat, a custom aluminum Orion 49.
So today we're taking the boat out for another test sail, and we're really lucky to have Marcel, our SAILMAKER, on board. He said he'd come out for a sail, so this is it. And I'm really keen to get some of the wisdom from such a seasoned racer and SAILMAKER and see how everything has come out and if he's happy with our sails. I guess we got over 2 meters or so. Yeah, we can put the seat going back on course. So Marcel, what do you want to do first?
The code 0, it's when we go about this wind angle.
Right. In the past, we've had trouble furling a large sail onto a normal roller furler with rope line wrapped on a drum. Basically, you can run out of wraps on the drum to roll up the sail tightly. For Distant Shores 4, we've opted for electric furlers, which is especially useful for the large sail here, since it allows us to furl as many wraps as we want around the extrusion, not limited by the size of the furling drum.
We have the big code 0 out for the power. It's about 8 knots wind, so the wind angle now is 100 degrees, something like that, so you make your own wind. So it will generate a lot of speed, so it's a very nice sail. We have to trim it a bit, we have to release the sheet now. I will do it.
When the boat is not moving, the true wind of 10 knots makes an apparent wind also 10 knots. If the boat sails at 6 knots, she creates an apparent wind of 11.7. If you can sail 9 knots, then you make an apparent wind over 13, as wind comes even more from the bow.
But that's a very nice game to play.
We're putting the code 0 away just temporarily, so we can jibe it onto the other side and put the pole out. So we'll try running wing and wing.
6 knots of wind, 7 knots.
It was more when we were trying to get out of the dock.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it was wind.
And we're going 4 knots now.
This code 0 sail is more than 50% larger than any sail we've owned in the past. With the pole out on one side and main out on the other, it's called sailing wing and wing, or sailing goose-winged.
So you have more depth in the sail now for the light weather. You can trim it with the outhaul very easily.
Yes,
make the sail flat, and so now it's the profile coming in a bit. We have to put a donut on there because the
soft shackle is...
the soft shackle is coming in. So if we have a donut over there, it's not possible. Normally is there a donut.
Okay. Marcel is talking about the piece here. This is attaching the clew onto the clew outhaul car, and there's going to be a problem when you tighten this up, that this piece here, the little soft shackle, goes right up inside the block and gets worn, as has happened there a little bit. So We just gone and got a little donut that'll stop it from moving up inside.
Very, very nice with the boat size of this and the big Code Zero. And now we have 10 knots of wind, but if it is less than 10 knots, you make your own wind.
Yeah.
So that's very, very nice.
That's great.
I'm checking the halyard tension, so I feel it here, but I can see it also here.
In general, the proper halyard tension with any furler system is just enough to take the wrinkles out of the luff, the forward edge of the sail. For more information on trimming the sails and rigging, check out our video from a few years ago. So
if
Marcel, you're suggesting that we would need to lower the lead, basically move it forward.
Yeah,
but
when you go very low wind angle, it's about 120 and lower. Yeah, then you have to put a barber holder on your seat for closing the leads a bit.
Just to pull the angle down a little bit.
Yeah,
but it would still stay through the same block.
Yeah,
everything else.
It's only.
So we need a snatch blocker, probably a snatch.
Yeah, no, it's a decal. It's just an 1 or 4 with a cleat on it. So it's very easy part. So you can cleat it on and trim it a bit.
The barber hauler changes the angle of the sheet controlling the sail. In this case, Marcel wants to move the sheet lead forward to adjust the shape. If we can connect a block and tackle to the sheet here, it can pull down and barber haul the sail into the correct shape when we're heading off the wind. Yeah, it's great to have Marcel along to get these suggestions.
So we can furl it in now and go downwind and furl it out on the left side.
Sail designer Sipko from UK to Vries Sails, who you met in a previous video, comes along virtually to see how they're working out.
Hebben ze het net opgezet. Dus dat is wel lekker, want anders komt die schoot tegen een idee tegen de onderwand aan.
There's a great view behind us, eh?
Maybe we have to make some barber holder for us.
We look forward to sharing the fun of sailing distant shores 4 with you. Subscribe now so you don't miss any upcoming adventures, and check out our sailing schedule on the Distant Shores website to see when and where you can join us aboard.
It's a great way to introduce a loved one to the sailing life. Get some hands-on experience sailing to foreign ports while trying out a new boat, and just generally having a good time with us on the water. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.